Hello everyone. Thanks for joining. My name is Mahendra, Salesforce Technical Architect with 13 plus years of experience. And today I'm going to cover change data capture. So let's say you have a requirement, you want to integrate your Salesforce with external system and you want the thing to happen in real time, then you can go ahead with change data capture. So whatever changes you perform in your Salesforce, such as inserts, updates, deletes, undeletes, to the Salesforce records. So those changes are, synced to the external system in real time. It's purely based on the Salesforce's event-driven architecture, and it enables external system to subscribe to change events and respond to those changes efficiently. We will, understand how external systems can subscribe to this change events on the upcoming slides. Let's first try to understand the key concepts of change data capture. So first one is change event. So change event is nothing but a core message which is generated by Salesforce when a record is created, updated, deleted, or undeleted in a CDC enabled object. So you can think of a change event as a real time structured notification, about what just happened in the Salesforce uh, record. It supports all the standard and custom objects, and as I said, it brings the external system in real time. External systems can subscribe to this events using PubSub API or CometD, which is also called as streaming API. Next is replay ID, which is used to replay the past events within a 3-day retention window. So let's say when Salesforce published an event, so for some reason external system was down and it was not able to catch that event, so it can then use this replay ID, and then it can read the event again. But you need to keep in mind that the retention window for this past event is 3 days, and I think which is more than sufficient. I mean, in the real world scenario, no production application can be down for more than three days. Uh, Next is CDC captures only the fields that were changed. So let's say you have 20 odd fields on your account, and you just modified industry field, and you just saved the record. So your change event will only uh, capture the field which was changed. So in this case, industry. So this is applicable for only for the updates. In case of create, delete, and undelete, it in case of create, it it covers all the fields which were which were saved, and in case of delete and undelete, again, it covers the record ID of that particular record which was deleted or undeleted, and it just notifies the other application that this particular record was deleted or undeleted. So the event metadata, it consists of change type, whether it's a create, update, delete, or undelete operation, IDs of the record which were modified, change field. As I said in my earlier example, if you modify only industry field on the account, so it only consists of that particular field. And there are few more things which we would see in the upcoming slides. So why use change data capture? So as I said earlier, it allows external system to receive the changes in near real time, and that too without constant pooling. So that is one use case. Other could be, let's say you want to trigger downstream processes when changes happen in your Salesforce. So for example, when an opportunity closes, you want to run some logic in your Salesforce itself, so you can use CDC. Um, it also allows to decouple the integrated applications. So what I mean to say is, let's say you updated a record in Salesforce, and during that update, let's say the other external system is down. So it doesn't matter to Salesforce, right? It can still go on and save the changes in Salesforce, and it can fire the event. Whenever the external system comes up, it can use replay ID to, capture that change. So that way you are keeping these two systems independent of each other. CDC is also used for, capturing the debug logs or audit changes, like whenever you do, you perform uh, um, metadata changes from setup. So those can also be captured, and can those can also be stored using that change data capture. Let's just try to understand the use case here. Let's say you have a ERP system, which must stay in sync with Salesforce accounts. So instead of polling Salesforce, via REST APIs every 10 minutes, I mean, they can enable CDC on the account object, which generates a channel called slash data slash account change event, which can be subscribed by the external system. So when an account is updated in Salesforce, then ERP system, it receives a real-time notification and updates its records, accordingly. Here in this table, I've tried to, compare CDC with other integration patterns. So based on few features, so one is real time. So as I said, CDC is real time. Uh, it also comes up with the built-in retry. I mean, as I said, it comes up with the replay ID, which can be used to reread the event. It comes up with the field level granularity. That means, as I said, it only covers the fields which were, modified, and not all fields which are there on the objects. And it's easy to scale. That means when your data grows, it still, continues to work as efficiently as it does. So you can see, the other options which are there, outbound messages. It's it is real time and comes up with the built-in retry, but it doesn't support field level granularity, or it's not easy to scale. Similarly, platform event, it's real time and easy to scale, but it doesn't support built-in retry and field level granularity. The last but not the least is REST APIs. Um, so it only supports the field level granularity, but it doesn't support it's not real time, or it doesn't support built-in retry. And again, it's not easy to, scale. Moving on, let's just try to understand how CDC, it works. So you can go to setup and then type chain data capture. There you can enable CDC in your org for a particular object. And let's say if you enable it for account object, so it creates a channel called slash data slash account change event, and this channel is supposed to be subscribed by the external system. But to be able to read the chain events from this channel, you need to provide a few more things to the external systems, such as connected app. So when you create a connected app, you need to make sure you enable the OAuth setting for it. You set the right callback URL and the right scopes. So you can, provide following, I mean, these three scopes. One is full access, and then perform request on your behalf. So basically, they can read the refresh token and they can have the offline access. And then you need to also provide provided access and manage your data API scope as well. So once you create this connected app, it generates consumer key and consumer secret, which you need to uh, to the external system. Next is you also need to create a service account. So that they I mean they can subscribe to the event and they can read the event. So you need to provide the username and the password for that particular user, but you need to make sure you are only providing the required accesses to that particular service account. So you can do so by assigning blank profile to kind of a blank profile to that particular service account, and then you provide required accesses by creating permission set, a separate permission set. So on this permission set, what you can do is you can enable the API, right? Uh, there's a setting called API enable, which can be set true. You need to provide read access to the required object, and then on that particular object, what all fields you want that service account to, to be able to access, you need to provide FLSS for that particular, for those particular fields. So once you have this permission set, assign it to the service account, provide the consumer key, consumer secret, username and password to the external team, which is supporting the external system, and then they can subscribe to this channel using streaming API or PubSub API. You can also perform or run some automation inside Salesforce itself. Salesforce can also you know uh, keep watching these events, and they can you can create triggers to run some logic whenever these events happen in Salesforce. So whenever you perform insert, update, delete, or undelete in your Salesforce, so it triggers the events on the channel, and subscriber then receives the payload, and they can then process that payload at their end. Okay, so that was all about the change data capture. Thanks for watching and staying till the end. If you liked the video, do subscribe my channel and do hit the like button. If you have any comments or any feedback for me, please add it to the comment section. And thank you so much for watching till the end. I have also made video on different Salesforce integration patterns. So if you haven't already watched that, please go ahead and watch that as well. Thank you so much for staying till the end. Bye.